What's going on, everybody, and welcome to J Sports Seattle. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Mariners. I'm just doing a little bit of a check-in, to see where we are from compared to last week. I'm going to talk about the games we've been playing, and I'm talk about the schedule again and our current playoff standings, and some stats too that we've probably never seen before. So if you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more Mariners and Seattle sports content. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. Alright, so the Mariners they've been doing well. I mean, I know we're playing against below 500 teams, like I've said in the past, but yesterday against the Royals was an absolute blast to watch, like literally. No pun intended. I mean, yes, pun intended. Like, this is what we're supposed to do against these bottom feeders. We were supposed to blow them out just like that. The first game we were looking to do the same thing, but we allowed them to come back into the game. But this game we got the lead early and we kept the lead. Didn't give it up. So very, very good game by the Mariners yesterday. And we as of the making of this video, about an hour from now, the series finale for this Royals series happens. Hopefully we can go for the sweep. But right now we're in first place in the AL West, tied first with the Rangers. They do have the tiebreaker over us because they are 5-1 against us this season, but there's still a lot of games to play, and we play them another 7 times, so we could even potentially win some back, and potentially get the tiebreaker over them if that comes to that. But so far we've been doing really well the past week. We kept the momentum going. We got to keep it going. So, the schedule today, we have Castillo on the mound versus Marsh. The money line is minus 335 for Seattle to win. So Seattle is heavily favored to win this by a landslide, just like yesterday. Yesterday was like minus 278, and this one is minus 335. So we will see what happens here. But I'm hoping we come out with the dub and sweep these guys and head into the next series against Oakland, who is even worse than Kansas City with this win streak. And then we have a nice road trip. Let's see, 10-game road trip. So definitely want to go onto that road trip with momentum. So hopefully we can sweep these guys. Maybe we can sweep the homestand. I mean, we have a 6-game homestand. Maybe we can sweep it. So let's see what happens there. But this final stretch is going to be probably a little harder because we got to play the Rays. The Reds are a little bit on a little bit of a slump. They just got swept by Arizona. Hey, I live in Arizona, so I do pull for the D-backs, but that's besides the point. But we got to play Tampa Bay after that. Rough team to play. They're still really good. And then we got to play LA. We should be able to win that because they're still not doing hot, and they're injury ridden right now, and Shohei is hurt. It's just everything's falling apart for the Angels. And then we got the Dodgers, and that's going to be an ultimate test because the Dodgers are right up behind us as the best team since like July 1st. So definitely going to be an ultimate matchup. And the good thing is that it's at home, so we don't have to go to LA. And then we have Oakland again at Oakland, and then and then we have to play in Dallas, and then we finish off with a 6-game homestand against our division opponents. And these final 10 games right here, like I've said in the past, will decide a division. Who wins the division, who goes to the playoffs, and who misses the playoffs. So very, very important series. Last 3 series are very, very vital for our chance to even, if we do win the division, we could get that first round bye and not play into the divisional round. So must-win series for these last 10 games. So hopefully we can sweep these guys. Like I said, if we win like 9, 10 to 12 out of the 12-game stand that we have against below 500 teams, huge W. So far we are 5-1, 4-1, and hopefully today we can make it 5-1. So we got to keep it up. But speaking on the playoff standings, look at this. You thought you'd never see this, like Seattle in the AL division leaders. Obviously, we're tied with Texas. Obviously, we're tied with Texas right now. But they've been on a rough skid. They literally won their first game breaking they literally snapped their 8-game winning streak or losing streak yesterday against the Twins, and they already lost to the Twins the series. So they play Minnesota. I think it was a 4-game series. So they're playing right now. So you want to root for an L there. Let me see here. Oh, Cleveland's beating Toronto. Houston's beating Detroit. Damn it. Colorado's beating Baltimore. We gotta hopefully they beat that, because they were beating Baltimore yesterday, and Baltimore came back and won it. But yeah, Cleveland's winning right now, top of the 6th. This is as of right now, making of this video. Dang. Texas is blowing out Minnesota, so not really good. But at least Toronto's losing. Hopefully they keep it up. Put him further out of the wild card spot. Houston's winning though. That's rough. But yeah, hopefully these guys start taking more L's. But they're gonna. We got to keep winning as they keep winning. So we should be able to against the Royals. So we should be able to do that. But hopefully they can we can continue our win streak while they continue taking L's. So right now we are 2.5 games into the wild card spot. So even if we don't win the division, we are looking good to make a wild card spot nonetheless. And right now we are tied for that fifth seed, like we were last year. And if we get the 5th seed, we would play Tampa Bay if the season ended today, because like I said, Texas has the tiebreaker over us, so they would get the division. But as of right now, Toronto would miss the playoffs. Houston would make the 6th seed, and they would probably play the Twins. Not very good for us because the Twins, they're a first round exit, because look, they're not really that good. The fact that they're leading the division by only being 4 games above 500 just shows how bad that division is. So I mean, realistically, if we want an easy road in the playoffs, we want to go for the 6th seed, because we would play in Minnesota, and we have Minnesota's number this year, and we would be able to beat Minnesota pretty easily. So but we want to go for the division. I mean, obviously that's what J.P. Crawford said. That literally did a homage to Jay Booner back in the '95. After the division, after the wild card, we going for the division, and that is exactly what these guys are doing. So they got to keep it up. But I'm gonna go over some stats that we've just some team stats according to Mariners PR. This is just for baseball information, and so far we have an OPS of 879 in August this season, tied for 4th best OPS during a calendar month in club history. So right now we are tied with 1996, and notice how all these other ones were back when we were relevant and making in the playoffs. So hopefully this is a sign that we are going to be making the playoffs a lot this decade. So and then yesterday, like I said, we had a blast. Literally 7 home runs, tying a franchise record back in 1985, 1996, 1999, 2002. All those were back when we were relevant and in playoff contention and not missing 20 years of playoffs. So this is a very, very good sign for this team. Potentially, if we make the playoffs, we could go past the divisional and potentially go to the ALCS for the first time since 2001. So we'll see what happens there. Cade Marlowe had that homer when he had 6, and here we go, right here, Julio Rodriguez. I'm gonna play the homer he got that too. The fastest player in Mariners history to reach 50 homers and 50 stolen. Oh wait, this is in baseball history. I mean, first off, he is the fastest player in Mariners history to reach 50 home runs. But he is the 2nd player in MLB history to reach 50-plus home runs and 50-plus stolen bases through his first 2 MLB seasons, joining Ronald Acuna. And Ronald Acuna is a dog. He is a dog on that Braves team. He is amazing. Like, he's an MVP candidate in the NL. And if he isn't now, he's going to be one in the next couple of years, if he hasn't already won one. So Julio, like I said, I think Julio's going to be an AL MVP in the next few years, because if he has a better start to the year and bats the way he's been doing now for the entire year, he could easily win an MVP. Like, insane. And the thing is, this is something. Oh yeah. So I guess before I get to that, I'm gonna talk about the lineup today. So this is the lineup for today. Starts in about an hour from this making of this video. We got Crawford as starting again. I did say I would prefer Julio to be in the leadoff spot, but Julio's been doing well in the second spot. And in a leadoff spot, a leadoff guy is supposed to get on base, and that is what JP does. He is literally like second in the AL. I don't know behind who in walks, if not the league in walks, and getting on base. So you want Crawford in the opening in the leadoff spot because he can get on base, and then Julio, Suarez, Raleigh. Raleigh's batting cleanup, but Raleigh, Suarez, Rodriguez, those guys are the guys that are supposed to hit dingers or hit line drives and drive in Crawford. So I'm okay with this. And Julio rakes. He's been raking still. So this lineup looks amazing. Canzone, Marlowe, Rojas, all have been doing well, have contributed, especially Canzone and Rojas, man. Ever since we got him from the D-backs, they have been what we wanted Pollock and Wong to be for us. And they've done it way better than those two have. So, but speaking of which, this is our offensive rakes since the trade deadline. A lot of people thought we were going to sell. We bought. We didn't even really buy. We just traded one of our closers for Paul Sewald for some hitters. And look at this. Since the trade deadline, we are second in batting average, second in on-base percentage, third in slugging. Like, are you serious? Second in ops, third in home runs, expected batting average, third, or actually, expected base hits, sorry, third. Our offense, this right here is a World Series offense. If you have the best pitching, right now we have the best pitching in the league. If you have the best pitching in the league and top 5 in hitting, you're going to win. You're going to win a lot of games. And so far, that's what we've been doing. I mean, we are the best team in the league since July 20th. So, right in front of the Dodgers. So, the fact, and it's because of these two, Canzone and Rojas. These two have been performing. But like I said, these two have been doing what we wanted Wong and Pollock to do in the bottom of the lineup. Get in those runs. Get these guys. Get Raleigh, Hernandez, France, who will get on base a lot. Drive those guys in, and that's what they have been doing. Rojas has been going crazy. He's been hit multiple homers since he's been here. Canzone has had a 4-hit game since he's been here. Like, those two have contributed a lot to this team, and I could not be any more happier in Dipoto for the trade so far in that trade. So, hopefully we can sweep today, but this is massive right here. These numbers are huge, and if we keep it up, we can make a huge playoff run for sure. But I do want to play the Julio homer because that is history, and I watched that live too. Here, actually, I can get on the Mariners. That's Teo. That's Marlowe. That's Cal. Here it is. So I'm going to play it too so Dave Sims can explain to you what this means.
Been healthy for the most part. Oh boy. Julio, deep drive, right, left.
Man, he crushed that ball. It was like 420 feet or something like that.
Young career becomes the fastest player in Mariners history to reach 50 home runs. Does it in game number 256. 256. A-Rod was like 270 or something like that. Julio is better than A-Rod in his first 2 seasons. And he's only 22, like I've said. He is only 22 years old. And he's playing right now at an MVP caliber. I mean, obviously he's not going to win it this year because that goes to the boy Shohei. But he is playing at an MVP caliber right now. And like I said, if he plays like this the entire year and not have a slump through the first few months of the season, he can easily win an MVP. Because if he bats like 280, 290 for the entire season, yeah, he could win MVP. Silver Slugger, everything. And he's been really, really good on defense too. I don't think he'll win Gold Glove, but if he does, he deserves it because somebody on our team is winning a Gold Glove this year. Either JP, either Gino. I think Gino is probably the best candidate to do it because he's like the 3rd best player in the league in fielding percentage. I saw a stat. So, and Gino has been clutch with the ribbies batting in ribbies. I mean, he leads the team in it still. So even though he has a low batting average, he strikes when we need him to, and that's when we need runs on the board. He will put it down. Someone's on base, get us a run. That is what we have asked from Gino, and that is what he has done. So the way and we play everybody to their strengths, and that's how we can make a deep playoff run. Play everyone to their strengths, hitting and defensively, offensively and defensively, and so far it's been working out. So earlier in the season I was calling for the hitting coaches to be fired, but it's just me saying that the players, it's just me coping with the fact that the players just weren't performing. They weren't doing well. They were swinging at pitches that they didn't need to be swinging at. They kept flying it out. They not taking easy walks, and that's changed. Now when I see them, when I watch the game, I'm like, walk him. They walk, or hit this please. They hit. Versus early in the year, I would beg for them to do it, bases loaded, and they would not cash out. Now we cash out with bases loaded. I mean, Teo literally hit a grand slam yesterday, and then Julio hit a 2-run homer. Mike Ford hit a 2-run homer. Cade Marlowe hit a 2-run homer. So it's like everyone has been cashing in. So this team has been on fire, and if we keep it up, I don't see any reason why we can't make a deep playoff run and make an ALCS. Potentially, a World Series appearance, depending on who we play. If the Astros miss the playoffs, we could definitely make the World Series, because the Astros are like the one team that are. I know we're 8-2 against them this season, but keep in mind they did sweep us last year, and I know that the sweep was closer than it looks, but they still have us. They still have our number in the playoffs. So if they do miss the playoffs, it'd be an easier route. But if we do face them in the playoffs, I think we should be able to beat them this time around. So we definitely got to go for that bye. But I mean, that's pretty much all I have for this video. I'm gonna get ready to watch this Mariners video, hopefully complete the sweep. I will be making. I probably won't be making another video until sometime next weekend after school. I mean, if I do find time during the week, I might make a video on like the Mariners or the Seahawks. Probably more on the Mariners, since. I might make a video on the cuts, because they're gonna have to start doing the roster cuts on Tuesday. So I might make a video on that. But I'll probably be making another check-in video for the Mariners sometime later this week. If not on the weekend, if not during the week, definitely on the weekend, because that's when I do plan on posting videos now on the weekends due to school. But comment below on how you think we will finish, what you think our record will be. I still have us at 95 wins. If you think we're going to get comment if you think we're going to win a division, or if we think we're going to get that wild card. And if you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more Mariners and Seattle sports content. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good day, and go Mariners, go Hawks, and go Kraken. Actually, no, I'm going to redo that. It's go Hawks, go Mariners, and go Kraken.